The issue of transparency of declarations is vital to a functioning democracy. And the reason that it's vital to a functioning democracy is because we have a dark history in this state of people in business, people and developers, etc., people with money buying influence with regards what happens in this democracy. And it has cost us phenomenally that type of buying of influence. And I think that the other side of this equation hasn't been really focused upon at all as of yet. So Michael Stone was nominated to the board of the Land Development Agency shortly after the donation. That's significant. Minister, you named Mr. Stone as the chair of the North East Inner City Initiative. That's significant. The Irish Mirror reported as well that your donor received contracts worth $8.7 million over a period of 6 years. I think that's significant as well. And two companies, which Mr. Stone was director of, received 141 payments over six years, including for work that was done in Leinster House. Now, many of these payments were made for contracts through the OPW, which was part of your department. Were you aware of any of these contracts contemporaneously when they were made?
I'm aware of that dark history. I know what it did to our politics, and I don't play any part in it. You just made a number of assertions there.
A number of facts?
A number of assertions in regard to the awarding of state contracts. You know, Deputy, you know that I play no part in determining who gets a contract in this state. You know that. You know in particular that I play no role in who gets a contract from the houses of the Oireachtas. And what you have done...
I've asked a question here. It hasn't been answered yet. And I have only 30 seconds left here. I have only 30 seconds left.
Deputy, what those kind of assertions do is every bit as dark for the future of our politics as the consequences of the history that you refer to. You know I play no role in the allocation of any state contract. You know it is done in an independent, competitive way by the Office of Public Works and every other state body. But not only did you make a number of assertions that you know are wrong, let me also tell you one about that you may not know to be wrong. You said a moment ago that the chair of the North East Inner City Task Force was appointed by me. It was appointed.
You mentioned. You suggested his name for that.
It was appointed by the Department of the Taoiseach. It was a decision that was made by the Department of the Taoiseach, and it's precisely in recognition of kind of issues or concerns that might arise in relation to a task force within my own constituency, that it has been run out of the Department of the Taoiseach.
I have asked a
not
question.
Any state body or any government department I'm responsible for.
I can't call you. I have made no assertions. I have
time, Deputy.
If you think, excuse me, if you think,
Tóibín, will you resume your seat?
If you think that the presentation of these facts include an assertion,
Deputy, please.
That's very telling in its own right.
Deputy.
But I asked you simple one question.
Please
one question. Did he know about any of those contracts at the time?
Resume your seat.
And it wasn't answered.
Resume your seat, sir.
It was absolutely incredible.
Resume your seat.
I don't.
We move on to Deputy Matthew McGrath.